Welcome to 50 Plus Home and Gardening. Today we're going to do something new. This is a soil test kit, and I got this for Christmas a while ago. I haven't taken a test of any of my dirt in this property, so I want to see what's in it, and that may help me to decide what kind of fertilizer I need, what help does it really need. So I'm going to show you how to use one of these. Today we're going to open up this test soil kit. We're going to open up the package and take off all the plastic outer. We don't need that. We don't need this box. We don't need these. The company is called Whitetail Institute since 1988. And here's a lot of information on where you can purchase this. Here's a little code here. Here's a little notice. It says soil test checklist to make sure you've done everything. So hold on to that. Okay, here's a little form that it comes with. This is a form to fill out, and they look like they've yellowed everything that matters. Here's the little envelope. Looks like you're going to write your name and address again on this envelope. This is the sample envelope where you're going to stick your dirt in. I've done this once before. I'm just going to refresh myself, but it just filled to this line of dirt. Okay, so there's that. And then let's see what this is. This is just a little bit about, oh, okay. Here's their number if you want to get one of these. So I don't know if you can read this. This has the phone number 800-688-3030, and it's got this little scan code, whatever, whitetailinstitute.com. So we'll just set that aside. So this is all we need. Soil test checklist. To ensure your soil is tested, complete all 4 items on this checklist. Original submitted form with the red control code. Okay. Must accompany each soil bag. So you have to have this, of course. Only 1 soil bag per submittal form. Do not fill the dirt past the dotted line in the soil bag. There's the dotted line. Don't fill it past there. Cool. Okay. Postage must be added to the box or envelope. Of course. Here's our little bag. It has the fill line, and you just put your address and anything that says field number. Okay, so this is the field number right here. This is in red. So basically, this is the company name and address, phone number, fill in all this. Normally, all reports are processed by the lab and mailed out in 24 hours. Cool. Okay, I like that. All right, so let's get to business. Oh, wait, what's this? Crops to be grown, check more than 2. Okay, Imperial Clover, no. Alfalfa, Extreme, Fusion, Power Plant, Secret Spot. Wintergreen, no plow, that sounds like me. Beets, tall tine, winter peas, chick magnet. We want to do this chick magnet thing. It's funny. Okay, pure attraction, vision, oats. I don't know this stuff. I don't know if this is, okay, these are crops, so I'm not doing any crops. I'm basically going to say other crop. Yes, this is going to be like perennial garden. So just so they know, this is not for professional planting. Okay. Soil sample procedure. Okay, this is the part that matters. Okay, so here's the sample of tools. You can see they've got different samples. Bing, bing, bing. And I have a trowel. I'm going to use this trowel. So this says tools that may be used to take a soil sample include a soil sampling tube, looks like that, which gathers the dirt inside. A soil auger, I guess that's that, and then the shovel. So if they're saying these in order, I guess that's what that tool is called. And a spade, which I'm going to use that. Soil sample tubes or augers should either be stainless steel or chrome, which mine is stainless steel, so we're good. If the pail is used to collect the soil, it should be a plastic to avoid any contaminations from traces of metal. Okay, I'm going to put all my samples in a plastic bucket, so we're good. Okay, got that covered. We're going to use a trowel. Okay, determine the area to be sampled. Areas that differ in soil appearance, crop growth, or treatment should be sampled separately, provided the area can be treated separately. The area to be sampled generally should be no more than 40 acres. Okay, I think we can cover this. I'm only going to do the Williamsburg garden because that's what I want to know. That's a crop that I'm really interested in, so it's going to be definitely a very small area. So this is talking about big fields and stuff like that. Okay, we're under 40 acres. Okay, good. Collecting the soil sample. The soil sample collected should be from 10 to 20 locations. Okay, so let's not go crazy because 20 for 40 acres. Okay, so I may be just to do, I don't know, let's stick with 10 within the area that you want to do. Okay, so this says mix cores or slices together in a clean plastic container and take out enough to fill the sample bag, and then it'll go to the laboratory. Okay, shipping, we suggest that you put this in a sturdy bag, spill-proof container. Okay, postage must be added. We're good to go. Okay, send only one soil sample with each submittal form. Very cool. All right, so I don't have, they're talking big crops, so 40 acres. Come on, let's not overdo. So it says 1 to 6 inches deep. So I'm going to go to the 6-inch deep. My trowel is a 6-inch trowel, and then we're going to get all the samples and fill it to this line. So we're ready to go outside and see how we can do this job. It looks pretty easy. All right, this is the Williamsburg garden. I have 10 plots. I'm going to take 10 samples. They wanted 10 to 20 for 40 acres, so I think we're going to be pretty good. So, okay, so I have, my trowel is down 6 inches. All they want is they don't want you to have this good soil that you brought in. They want the natural soil that you have. They don't want you to cheat and just put on top soil that you've been putting on for years. That's something you've added. They want to know what the dirt is that is controlling how your plants are going to go. So I've got all these holes 6 inches down. So this is on the bottom part of the 6 inches. It said 1 to 6 inches, so I don't think it's that critical. Boom. Okay, we're putting it in a plastic bucket and we're going to mix all the soil. All right, now we're going to take from this bed. Okay. All right, now let's take it from this. All right, I'm going to get rid of all the rocks and whatever else is in there. Only dirt. So take out rocks and all that stuff, sort of sift through it, but we're going to blend it together. All right, I've put everything in a clean box and I'm going to sift through it. And whatever doesn't look like dirt, the more you deal with your soil, the more it'll be accurate. So taking rocks out, mulch, roots. This is where I like to get dirty hands. I like to feel it, make sure everything that I have in here is real. No rocks. See that rock? Pretty beautiful. All right, let's go get our bag. All right, let's see how messy we can get. Let's just do a little bit. Bing. Okay. All right, it looks like they want about a cup or so. Let's see. Bing. I can see the dirt line through this, so. All right, see it? It's about right here. So, all right, we have it clean. There's the fill line. You can see. Send about 1 pound of soil or to the fill line. So let's see how much this weighs just for the heck of it. All right, so we zeroed this out. Let's see. Kaboom! 1 pound, 2 ounces. Okay, we're gonna put our name and address on this, and we're gonna find a box, and we're gonna send it off to the mail. This is ready to mail. We take it tomorrow, and we are set. We'll see what the results is. All right, so we got it mailed off. Okay, this letter came. Look at this. This is the results paper. Now, I did tell them that I had perennials and annuals, and they were so nice. Look. So most of this is done for big crops, but this says perennial flowers, and here's the results. And then right under here, it says annual flowers and the results, what I need. And annual flowers and what I need. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Okay, here's some nutritional values. Okay, this says what is in the soil, and this is phosphorus P, which is this middle number. When you see these numbers, you've got nitrogen, phosphate, potash, and they've actually added magnesium and lime on these papers. That's nice. But when I get fertilizer or amendments, I want to know some specifics, like lime. So a lot of people put lime in their grasses, and if it says to do anything, this says I don't need lime. Now, all the soil I gave them was just for the Williamsburg garden, so that's what I'm doing. So I said it's perennials and annuals. And they've given me the numbers of the bags of fertilizer that I would need. So magnesium, don't need anything, because I was going to put Epsom salts, which you can put a little sprinkle of that into the garden. It doesn't need that. And look, the last number, so you have 3 numbers, and it would say your fertilizer would say 433, 544, or whatever the numbers are. This says I don't need the last number. Okay, the potash. Don't need it here, and I don't need it here for perennials and annuals. Okay, so that's nice. So basically, 0, 0, we're good on that. So here's what I do need. So my numbers need to, for perennials, I need to stay on the higher side in nitrogen, which is like grass. Grass needs nitrogen first. That's something that would green up things. This middle number is usually the thing that brings flowers on. So if you wanted to bring flowers on, you would bring this number up. But apparently I don't need that 3rd number, and I can't remember what the 3rd number does. Y'all could look it up online or whatever for that kind of stuff. But it even gives me some results of calcium. So, oh no, these are the what it means. So if it says very low, you would have a red line. And if it's yellow, it may need some addressing. And if it's green, don't need to do it all. And this is heavily green, so I have a lot of this. It's potassium. I don't need this, PK. I don't need, the calcium is pretty medium. I don't need too much calcium because that's in this area. So it's adjustable, but it's not necessary. Magnesium, because over here it says you don't need it, 0. And so basically that's all. I don't really have to do any extra additives. I don't need any lime. I don't need any magnesium. I don't need any potash. And the calcium it says pretty good because it's over here in this green area. And I don't need magnesium. So we're good. So low or medium, it says it's this middle number right here. So the middle number, I need stuff and nitrogen. So when I look at a bag, I'm going to want to have like 6, 4, 2, or 0. If I can get 0. I've never seen a bag with 0 on this section. They always have something in each group. When you see it, it has 3 numbers, so it'll say boom, boom, boom. But I've never seen a bag with this. And so what I do, I just want to keep this super low. So whenever I get a bag of fertilizer, which I just got the holly tone, and the holly tone is 4, 3, 4. So actually that was the wrong stuff for me. So I will use that in other parts of my garden, but not in the Williamsburg garden. And for now, I'm going to look for a fertilizer that has this pretty high, this pretty high, and nothing. Like I said, they don't always have that, but something super low. All right, so you can see in my phone that I have a picture of holly tone. That's what I have, and that's what I bought without knowing what's in my soil. So if you look at the numbers, it says 4, oops, sorry. It says 4, 3, 4. So the first number is nitrogen, and the second number is phosphate, and the third number is potash. That's the one I don't need any, so yet it has a 4. So even though this says for azaleas and that kind of thing, you're going to have to disregard that and look at the numbers, because the numbers is what the fertilizer is giving you as far as nutrient in your soil. So I need, remember my numbers, I need a high number here, and in the middle a medium number, and then a 0. So I'm going to go through some of these. Okay, this is rose tone, and the rose tone has 4, 3, 2. So this may be the right combination. So even though it just is, this is for roses, that's kind of irrelevant, because what you need to look at is the numbers. So I need the 4, which is nitrogen, the middle number being phosphate, and that's what's going to bring in flowers. And the third number is a 2, which I don't need any, but it's still giving me 2. Like I said, it's going to be really hard for me to go and find something that has 0 on the bottom number. So that's rose tone. So we're going to look through. Now the reason why I'm using Espoma is because when you go to the garden centers, they mostly have Espoma brands. There's a few other ones. You can get Miracle Grow and other things like that, but this is an organic, and I like it. It's easy to find. You can find it at any garden center, Ace Hardware, that kind of thing, Home Depot. Okay, this tree tone is 6, 3, 2. Now that's good because you have high nitrogen, which trees are mostly green, so that's why this is high. And then the middle number is, remember, growing flowers, and so I need a little bit of that, so that's at 3. And then at 2, I don't need that potash, but of course it's going to give me. So if I was looking at this product, I could say this is a good one, but wasteful for me because I'm getting fertilizer that I don't need. So let's move on. Okay, now here's bone meal, and it has 4, 12, 0. This would be perfect, except the nitrogen is very small. This one is like, give me flowers. Now do you see the front of this bone meal? It's got all these flowers. So it's going to grow a lot of flowers, but I need nitrogen in my soil a lot, apparently. But the 0 number is good. So this would be good if I had another one that would give me nitrogen. Now, look at this. This is blood meal, and look at this. 12, 0, 0. So what I could do is use the blood meal, which has a lot of nitrogen. This would be good on grass. And boom, bone meal. Now I have the 2 numbers that I need. High nitrogen, first number is 12, 0, 0. Good. No waste in this thing. Now look at the second one, bone meal. This has 4, 12, 0. So this satisfies the middle number. So I'm going to get lots of blooms, lots of nitrogen. So I need blood meal, bone meal. Now that's going to save me a lot of money, because if you just buy a standard, this is what I'm saying about, I I'm still on the fence about fertilizers, because in the beginning I'm thinking, yeah, you can put all this stuff down, but it may be a waste of money because, see, I didn't even need this potash, yet it's giving me fertilizer for that. And there is the one that I picked, Hollytone, has a large number in the area that I don't need, 434. The 4 is sort of a waste for me because it says that you're over and extended in that area. So to get your money to count, get yourself a soil test and find out what your soil exactly needs. And then you can take this rose tone or tree tone and just disregard that. The main thing is the number. The 3 numbers are what you want to look for when you get your papers back. Then you've got it now down to exactly what you need. So now there's no waste. This bone meal is what I need. So maybe I can take another test in a year and see if I added enough to make a difference in that yard. So what I can do to this, instead of adding it to the plant itself, I could add it to the bed. All that bone meal into the bed, all this blood meal into the bed. Now the bed will have some nutrients. Water it in and then plant my things. Then they will have the right nutrient for each bed in my Williamsburg garden. So I hope this helps you. Helped me a lot. All right, so now we're ready to move on with fertilizer. So keep moving, keep gardening, and stay creative. And I'll see you next time.